Ndagani Market is a renowned educational tourism destination. It hosts the premises of Chuka University, Kenya Medical Training College, abbreviated as KMTC, Chuka campus, Pazuri Beauty College, alongside other tertiary, secondary, and junior educational institutions. As the academic pressure mounts on the industrious brains of the students, week in, week out, they seek leisure and recreation to find pleasure and disband the academic pressure. That's how Ndagani becomes a major tourism generating region to the tourism destinations around Chuka, including Wonder Rock itself, which we are going to cover today. This is the common means of transportation which is used by the visitors to travel from Ndagani to KK, where Wonder Rock Resort is located.
Welcome. We call this life in the bush. Bush with a difference, not any other bush. The resort started in 2020, April. Immediately, the corona era was declared. During that time, people were very idle. And one of the ways to utilize that time was establishing this resort.
The destination is divided into 3 segments: Garden A, Garden B, and Garden C. Garden A, the area with the front office, reception, the resort, as well as other facilities. This is the most upper side.
Yes, the most upper side of Wonder Rock Resort, where there is the counter, where we have the kitchen, and everything else, where people can relax when they don't want to go to the lower side. There's also the areas to rest. We have also the cubes. Natural, all these things are natural. We have very few artificial things because we want to ensure that we maintain our culture, the African culture.
Here, we wondered why there were animal carvings such as a lion, giraffe, an elephant, as well as chimpanzee, yet such animals are not found in the destination.
This is a tourist attraction, so we need to have both the flora and the fauna, whether in the natural state, whether they are landed or molded or that kind of a thing.
From there, we spotted some recreational facilities mounted in Garden A, such as a merry-go-round, playground slides, sling swing, amongst others.
So when the parents are busy in the resort, then the children can come and enjoy here. That's why we have all these facilities in one place, because we cannot separate the parents from the children.
Once you hear of bushcraft destinations, you think of camping, and the camping is indicated by the presence of tents.
This is a window when you're inside, and this is the door. This is the door. So you can open your tent like this and go inside. In here you can have a mat, you can have a mattress. You can do whatever you want. You can have a bed. If you want a bed, we give them. If you want mattresses, we give them. Basically whatever we ask for is available. See, it is spacious. This one can accommodate 4 beds. So 4 people can comfortably stay here. Even a family can stay here. A couple and group. And we have many of these for that.
How can you talk about safety? Are there snakes around which can slither into this tent?
No, we have no snakes around here.
No snakes?
Snakes don't stay in noisy places because of the music and what have you.
So it is very safe?
Very safe.
Wow.
Very safe. Yes.
Besides the tents, there are kept poultry such as geese, guinea owls, amongst other birds.
These are my ornamental bands. They are here for people to admire, to enjoy. The geese, the ducks, the kangas down here, and many others. These are mango trees. And now they are out of season. When they're in season, they are also part of our food that we offer here. We offer fruits to our visitors when they come. We don't restrict them to take whatever they want here. This is a very good tree called Mutharaka. Mutharaka is a delicacy for goats. So at times when we have shortage of grass for our goats, we're able to prune that and give to our livestock.
From there, Mr. Stanley Mutembei Mutharaka guided us towards the second and the middle segment of the destination, alias Garden B.
So this garden is meant for people who do not want any disturbance. That is why it is fenced all through and very serene. We call it Garden B. Garden B is for, say, a group of people, 10, 12 or 15, and wish to discuss serious issues. And they don't want any interference, any noise, anything. So we close the entrances to this place of Garden B, and we allow them to sit here without disturbance. As you can see, the cubes here are traditional. No iron sheets, no what. Very cool, very serene, very secure. Up here there is also a counter. We have established a counter here for people who could wish to take some soda or some water or anything when they are in Garden B. This counter is meant for that. They can also come with their food. They may also wish to prepare. So we have also a kitchen down there, a small kitchen and a sink for people who are within this area. We have also water. That's why we see the tank there. So this place is covered with everything. And also some small beds, those may wish to relax. So this one is meant for privacy. Privacy and privacy alone, without anything. So this one is booked to avoid any disturbance.
From there, we proceeded to the third and the final segment of the destination, alias Garden C.
So this one in Chuka is called Nkawa. Nkawa, there are those roads when people are grazing, they used to eat, to feed on this. There was no need of carrying food in the bush. Now this one is an ripe. And it's very good. It's a medicinal fruit for malaria. That's the fruit that people went all the way to Tanzania. They call it Loliondo to look for. It is found in Wonder of here. This facility, as you can see, is a kind of a conference room, conference hall, but traditional. It is roofed with thatch so that the place looks cool. Like you can feel that environment is sweet. Other than using the iron sheets, we have used the local glass so that it looks very cool and serene.
So what are some of the visitors do you receive here? Which business do they carry out here?
Yeah, we have all kinds of things happening. One, there are those who come for birthday parties. Others come for keshas. Others come for praying in this hall. So we have a variety of people because of its serenity. Depending on the group which is here, when we have a serious team, we don't have music here. We put off the music so that we give people what they want. Now, this is a small kitchen kind of. Now, there are those groups that come and they wish to prepare their meal. Instead of ordering meals from us, wanasema sisi tuko na mbuzi, tunataka kuchinja tunjipikie. So we only give them the utensils. So they come and make their meals here. These are the sinks. And they also, those who come at night and they want to have their business the whole night. It may be music, maybe be a party, and if they don't want interference with up there, they come down here and we give them facilities to use here. Now, this one at times they also do the bonfire. Wanaweka moto hapa, wanaweka stools here, wanakaa the whole night. Ndio maana unaona kuni na fireplace. So these are a facility which is used so many times. Now you can also see it is also supplied with the power. So they have no issue. It's well ventilated. So especially men, they like coming to this place so much. And also some university students, when they have the groups, say the Kamba community or the Kikuyu community, the Balingo, they like this place so much because there is no interference. And also it's near the river, so they come take their food, go to the river, relax, enjoy. Also the log is just here. So the lower side of the One Rock is very popular, even better than the upper side. Now, this one is also a common fruit tree. These ones, there's fruits. They are called Ndaga. There are some small fruits which, when they are ripe, they are reddish. This one is unripe. It's also medicinal. It's medicinal, and it has so many thorns.
Are they poisonous?
No, they are not poisonous. But if you are pricked, there's a lot of pain. So it's also one of the fruit trees which is local, which is traditional, which we have preserved in Wonderland, among others. Kuna ule wakati wa MAUMAU, wakati walikuwa nakaa kwa ile cave iko pale juu, nitawaonyesha. At one time wale vijana walikuwa na kula kiapo na kupanga mambo zao, waliuliwa wakarudishwa kwa hii mto. Wale watu wako huko chini ya mto, especially pande ya Tharaka huko, waliona maji ikiwa range, kuonyesha kulikuwa na damu nyingi sana. Na hiyo ni wakati wa MAUMAU, sababu walisalitiwa. Waliposalitiwa wakauawa sana, wengi wakarushwa kwa hii mto. Hiyo ni wakati wa 1940s, 1930s. Ndio wakati hii maji ilikuwa hivyo. Hapa watu wengi wanapenda sana maji, kupiga picha na hata wengine kuswim, kufanya mud swim. So wanapenda sana maji. Ndio maana nikaweka hiyo ndamu ili wale watu wanataka kuingia hapo, wanaswim kidogo, wanapiga picha kidogo, wanaenjoy. Na ni ndipu kidogo. Ni ndipu
kama futi ngapi?
Kama futi 6, 5, 5 to 6 feet. Yeah.
Pashawahi kuwa na janga lolote, labda mtu akajipata ameenda kupiga mbizi hapo na akazidiwa na maji?
Hapana, hatuna hiyo, sababu tuna watu wetu wa security. Pia hatutaki mtu akuje kama hakuna mtu wetu hapa. Tuna security team ambao wanaangalia maneno.
Now tell us the history behind this cave.
Now this is a long history because those days the MAUMAU era, the young men used to take oath in this cave. And it was deeper than you see it, because that is where most of the things were taking place. When the MAUMAU were hiding here, we used to do a lot about planning and organizing how to go about with their business. And immediately after MAUMAU era, people started dancing here in 1952, 1953, 4, 5. There were many dances, African dances here. So even many of the children born around that time emanated from this, because men and women used to come and dance here, and most of them got married at that time. So many young children in this area of that age, the source is this place. We are happy that at least we are repeating history And this is one of the reasons why we started to establish a resort, so that we can remember the African culture, what used to happen here. Many of the young men used to get circumcised and have this as their seclusion, to be taught more about African culture. So it's a place with 3 different types of history. The MAUMAU history, after that, the dancing history, and 3, the initiation, ama circumcision.
As we continued to explore the cave, we could notice how individuals live their history of visit by documenting their names on the rocky walls using charcoal.
Before Wanderlock was established, people used to come and hide here. They used to come and hide here, especially the thieves and the robbers. Na wale watu wabaya wanaiba vitu wanakuja kuchomea hapa, because kwa kichaka hakuna mtu angewafukuza ama angekuja kuona mahali wanajificha. So also by establishing this resort, tumemaliza uhalifu mwingi sana ule ulikuwa unatekelezwa hapa. Hii yote, hii moto iko hapa, sisi tulikuwa tunatengeneza. Ni watu wakiiba mbuzi wanakuja kuchoma hapa, wakiiba ng'ombe wanakuja kuchoma hapa, sababu hakuna mtu angekuja kwa kichaka.
Does this blanket have some connection with the MAUMAU or with the robbers which you are talking about?
The wahalifu, the robbers. I found it here in 2020 when we started Wanderlock, and so many other things here. This place was full of bad things, including this blanket. I'm sure they used to cover themselves with it at night, because one, there's no rain which can, no raindrops can reach this place, but of course probably balindi nilikuwa nafanya lete hapa, so tukasema tutaitoa hapa. Hata hapa kuna mortar and pestle. I'm sure they used it to do other businesses. I know they used to steal maize and then wanaiponda, because I also found it here. There was also a pot ambayo ilichukuliwa pia, ilikuwa hapa, kumaanisha walikuwa na upishi hii mahali.
Now, you have told us there were some things which you found here which belonged to the MAUMAU and others which belongs to the robbers who used to carry out their activities here. Did you consider to store them for the history of this destination, or what did you do about them?
There are some that I've kept. I've kept a few things. We have some pots, some skins, some horns, and so many other things that I realized that if I leave them here, some people may end up carrying them away.
There we advanced to the Cape of the Rock. From here, you could spot the activities taking place down and beside the rock. Here is where the visitors bask in the sun after swimming in the brook, an area that offers an aerial view of the destination, as well as the cool afternoon breeze from the brook. However, in connection to MAUMAU, it has some incredible history.
This place is synonymous with the MAUMAU people. Where we are standing now, that is where one of the MAUMAU guys, the so-called spy, spies, would stand, and from there now they would be the people keeping security. When others were taking oath and their things in the cave, the guy standing here used to survey and look around to see whether the enemies would come and invade them.
Being a destination that is dependent on the tertiary students as a major part of their visitors, they have been on the receiving end during the long holidays, creating seasonality of tourism demand.
Like I said, 50% of our visitors here are from the university. So whenever they are out for long holidays or long vacation, we feel the pinch. When they are here, at least the place looks lively. It is lively because they are vigorous, they are aggressive, they like music, they like doing so many things. Compared to other groups that come, we are when they are out. So it negatively impacts on us.
What are the environmental impacts which this destination do you think has brought to the people in the surrounding? Do you think they are comfortable with it, given that sometimes the music can be big and they were used to some serene environment where there was no music, there was no visitors around? How do they say about it?
One thing, as you can see, we don't have any homestead around. There is a bush. So it is life in the bush. We have no complainant because there's nobody who is living around.
The destination has been a blessing to the residents of KK, as Mr. Stanley Mutembei Mutharaka tells us.
One, this place was not accessible. No road leading to this place, no water system, no electricity. But the moment Wanderlock was established, the people around here have now access to water, they have access to electricity, they have access to at least some passable roads. Number two, being a site with so much of historical background, then we are also happy. We see people come now and then. So those of kiosks along the road, they're able to sell 1, 2, 3 things. Those are selling vegetables, especially to the students. So we are also, their way of life has improved income-wise and also development-wise.
Politicians at the government, they know how to tell porgies or tall tales. Despite many promises by the government stakeholders to develop the destination, it ends up as hot air. And so far, there is no government intervention in the destination.
Do you think government has played any role or has any intervention to make this destination better, or is yet aware of this destination? Does it have any intervention so far?
No, the government has not. And probably the reason could be either it's a private enterprise, but they have not impacted on this. The much I've done, XMU has paid tax to the government through license, but they have not done anything to me. But I also am also, okay. Or probably they may not have known much about Wanderlock. Probably at one time, they will come to know the effect of it in this area and in the Ndagani County.
Based on the bachelor's theory of destination life cycle, the destination lies under the second stage, that is the involvement stage. This is marked by the basic tourism services offered, the presence of the resort, and other facilities which are being developed. The government is under great pressure to develop the infrastructure, such as roads connecting the destination. Again, there is no mass tourism, and the nearby community are yet to receive the negative impacts of tourism. There is also seasonality of demand being fueled by the long vacation of the tertiary students. Benedict Kasina, the Foundations of Tourism Institute, Chuka University.